Welcome to the Produce on Purpose podcast, where we experience life being the real you. I'm your host, Randy Adkins Jr. I'm an author, teacher, consultant, minister, distinguished Toastmaster, entrepreneur, and a lifelong learner. I can find a life lesson in just about anything. As we move forward, I want to share those life lessons with you. I also want to share some of my infamous dad jokes. Give me a pun and we're going to have some fun. So hopefully you're ready to laugh with me throughout these episodes and in this podcast. I was inspired to start this podcast while I was on a leadership sabbatical from church. During that time, I was meditating, praying, and reflecting on ways that I can have a greater impact. During that time, I was writing the book, which is the inspiration for this podcast, Produce on Purpose, Experiencing Life Being the Real You. And I also wanted a way that not only through writing that I would be able to continue to leave a legacy on a more consistent basis using my voice. I thought about, what if I start a podcast that I could share with the world weekly, where I can give information that comes from the various roles I've played in life, various life lessons I've learned from being a father, a husband, to being a software consultant, to a real estate investor, real estate agent, a minister in different roles on boards, to be able to share that information, put it in a biblical foundation that can be shared with others so that you would have a foundation of how I can live my life in a better way. So you could probably get a jump start in areas where I had to learn even the hard way. So this podcast is going to be set up on a weekly basis. I'm going to drop an episode and we are going to learn different topics. Some topics like transforming your thinking, leadership, self-discipline, spiritual growth. Also questions like, how can I be a better producer and not just be based on performance? What are ways that I can listen to my heart? How can I live life being the real me, not my imposter me? So we're going to go through different topics. We're going to infuse stories under a foundation of biblical lessons that we'll learn and share and discuss throughout this podcast. So I'm looking forward to us being able to grow, become better, and to have a greater impact into this world. As my audience, I'm going to encourage you, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. Go ahead and share with your family and friends. If you think this is going to be something that is helpful for them, share this information with them. Where can you find me? You can find me at www.randyadkinsjr.com. There you will find information about my books, my events, about what's coming next. And most of all, you can catch up with me on social media and you can ask questions or send feedback about this podcast. Contact me, share your information. I'm looking forward to it because that is how we are going to grow together. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let us all produce on purpose and begin to experience life being the real you. I'm your host, Randy Adkins Jr., and I'll see you on that next episode.